Hello, are you a trainer or a coach who would like to expand your reach? Or are you looking for a way to leverage the Google Plus platform to attract more clients and therefore more sales? Well, in the next 30 to 45 minutes, Debbie Talbert, the queen of the Google Plus Smart Marketing, is going to share some tips and talk about leveraging Google Plus, and we're going to talk about how to do the Hangouts. And basically, we're just going to have a little bit of fun here because there's so many fun tools with the Hangout shows that we can do. So I'm just going to actually have Debbie introduce herself right now and tell us a little bit about your background, Debbie, and I know you've been using the Hangouts for quite a long time. So, oh, and you might just notice where Debbie is with the, this is not one of the Google effects, which I'll show you later, but she's actually in Panama Beach, rather, Florida. So this is one of the beauties of the Hangouts. You can do them anywhere. You can do them on your smartphone, right, Debbie? Your iPad, computer. So go ahead and introduce yourself in this nice, casual manner here.
Alrighty. Hi everyone, my name is Debi Talbert, and I am actually known as the queen of Hangouts for coaches and trainers, and I teach you actually how to leverage the platform, and so you can actually brand yourself and save yourself and do it in an expeditiously and a low-cost fashion. And now, as far as like Dana said, I've been actually using these Hangouts for a little while, over a couple years. And initially, I was using them to teach my girlfriends in network marketing. We were all working together, and I was using them to teach them how to market on Facebook. So we were using the Hangouts to teach people how to market on Facebook. And that's how we started using them, and we really fell in love with them because we could have so much fun. We felt like we were actually in each other's living room, having coffee, teaching each other how to do stuff on the computer, but yet we were all wherever it was that we lived.
Right.
So,
which is fabulous.
Which was one of the biggest things I love about this platform, because it's basically like you're having a virtual cup of coffee with somebody, like you're in Vancouver and I'm in Florida today, but it feels like we're in the same room.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's perfect. And as I am a coach, a certified law of attraction trainer and business coach, and I've been doing a lot of my law of attraction programs using the Hangouts. I did a program this summer with Discover Your Sacred Gifts, and the nice thing about it, there's just Debbie and I on what we call the panel, or we're in the green room area here, and you can have up to is it 9 people or 8 people, Debbie? On
you can have yourself and 9, so you can have a total of 10.
Yeah, so 9 people on it, and like Debbie said, you could use it for a team. If you want to do a team teaching, you could use it. You can just have one person. I do one-on-one coaching on this, and the beauty of it, I have women in Norway. There are women on Denmark that I connect with. There are women in Singapore that I connect with. Women in Florida. Women across Canada. I mean, just how cool is that? Like, it's just great. And Debbie's mentor with the Google Plus sort of calls this the Hangout video chat sort of Skype on steroids. So I'm not crazy about that, but it sort of gives you an idea when I'm talking to someone, like, what is a Hangout when they haven't heard of it. So you might want to just say that. I just say it's a very sophisticated format of Skype. So Debbie, I thought one thing I'd like to mention just for the trainers, and then I want to go through all the things that we need to do a Hangout and stuff like that. We'll share screens and all of that, but one of the main reasons that I love the Hangouts is that you're able to, if you're teaching or coaching, you can use all of the 4 communication styles. So for NLP or for NLP learning, for the communication styles, you can actually teach to all 4 of them. So for example, if you're someone who is I'll put this up here, very much a visual learner, then you're going to like lots of visuals like this. You can make cards like this. You could share your screen for the visual. So visual learners tend to like not too much text. They like diagrams and pictures. Now, if you're somebody who learns with the auditory style, then you like to hear, right? So this is perfect for you. So this, you're hearing, we're going to tell stories, you're going to remember stories, and also with the auditory people, they like to see really good grammar and good spelling. So we want to make sure that when we show the graphics, everything's correct in them. And then for that kinesthetic learner, she or he is that person that likes the sharing. They like to discussion, so they'd like to have 8 or 9 people on the panel, and you know, when I do my masterminds, you know, I like to have about 6 people on the panel so we can discuss. And then the Hangouts for the digital person, this is fabulous as well, because we can give you facts and figures. We could show you a card like this. You also love the Q&A section, which Debbie can talk a little bit about that too, about the chat and things like that that you can do. But the digital learners, they like to think a little bit. So it could be that you start your training and then you give them an assignment, they come back the next week and they've got their answers, or maybe they've got more questions. So that's one of the things I absolutely love about it. You can teach to all 4 learning styles with the neuro-linguistic programming, so it's fabulous. So Debbie, tell us a little bit about what people need to do a Hangout then. Maybe talk about these things we've got in our ears and
Well, it's really pretty basic. You really don't need that many tools. Most computers today, they come with a webcam. So like right now, because I'm outside, because I wanted everybody to see the beach, I'm using my MacBook Air, so it has the camera right inside it. So I didn't have to do anything extra. And then this particular earbud that I have, it's actually the one that came with my iPhone. So all you really need is a camera and an earbud that actually has a mic on it, because you need to be able to, the mic helps everybody else hear, and then the ear hear. And the reason you want the earbud is just because it keeps from causing static background noise inside the Hangout. And whenever you've heard any of those little buzz things, it's very annoying. So that's why you want the earbud.
Right, exactly. And something that's really important there that you just mentioned. Yeah, sometimes the connection, you know, you need to have a high-speed connection to do this, and sometimes it does go a little bit wonky. Your words don't seem to be matching what you're saying, but that's okay too. So you were talking about, now I don't have a Mac, I have a Microsoft product. So my computer is different, and I actually don't have a webcam on my big computer on my desk. I've got a webcam that I bought, so you can do that as well. And my earbuds are just ones that I got from, you know, that I use, like you said, for your iPhone or anything like that, right? So
smartphone.
Yeah, exactly. And talk about the different computers or however they can do Hangouts. Like they can do it from their phone as well, right?
Right, as long as you have, if you want to do a Hangout like we're doing, you have to have one person on a PC or a Mac, so like a larger device where they started. But then the other people and everybody else can be either on your tablet or you can be on your iPhone. So you can even do some, like if you teach, you know, around something that you want to show something local, you can even do that right there with your iPad and teach it local. So you can be like a roving camera with one of your handheld devices and have a show that way, in that type of fashion.
Exactly. So it's fabulous for that as well. So just a few other things too, like you can have visuals behind you, and actually I'm just going to show you a little bit of Google effects here. That these are so much fun. Now Debbie's at the beach, so I'm actually going to join her at the beach right now. So look at that. So I got this beach thing going on, so Debbie and I are both at the beach, and if I didn't want to be at the beach, then I might decide, okay, well, you know, I'd like to actually hang out in Venice today. So here I am. You can put a background like that up, or if you're someone that likes, you want to be out in the glacier hiking, that sort of thing. So there's all sort of cool things there that you can do as well. And I'm just going to get rid of that one a little bit. So if you can remove that, or you can do really fun things. You know, if you, you know, like Debbie, I mean, Debbie actually needs a crown, but I'm the queen of the law of attraction program, so I like to wear my crown. But, you know, if I really wanted to be maybe just a little bit silly or something, there's always that opportunity to, you know, be really silly. Yeah, really silly kind of here. But then again, you know, if you're fond of, you know, just playing up, having fun, whatever. You know, it's all sorts of good things to do. And another one of the great things of the Google effects that I particularly love is that, you know, if you're coaching with someone or you're training and you're not really there to give them an applause, then you've got this little virtual applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Or, you know, if you wanted someone to say, well, let's have a drum roll because this is really an important point and tip that I'm going to give you.
Right.
So it's all totally silly things that we can do with the Google effects. So Debbie, I thought it might be a good idea to talk a little bit more about, you know, we talked about how we can leverage the Google Plus platform. So maybe taking a look at, you know, we've got Facebook communities, and we can also, or you can have private groups in Facebook, you can have your fan page or business page. Well, the Google Plus platform allows you to do a lot of things as well. So Debbie, why don't you just kind of walk us through some of these, one of the communities. And you can see on my, actually this, what you see at the bottom of my screen and Debbie's screen, it's called your lower third. So you can put a graphic in there, you can put your name, your website. So I've put down danasmithers.com/community. So that's to invite you into my Google Plus community. So it's open to the public, so you can join, you can follow, and Debbie's going to walk you through, I think you're going to do my community, Debbie. Yeah, so we can take a look at that. So go ahead, Debbie, let's just see what you've got there. So also, the beauty of it, we can screen share. I know you can do that on Skype, but this is really cool what you can do here as well.
Right, so one of the beauty of this, especially for coaches and trainers, is you have your documents inside your computer, and you can actually study how to do something with it. So I'm going to share my screen now with you guys, and I'm going to show you how you can find the community. So I'm actually literally going to type in Dana Smithers, and it'll take us to the page that she's had her techie people create for her and explaining about her community. And then right here is the image that she has for her community, and you see how it turned into a finger, so that's totally clickable.
Yeah, so that's in my website, so we're going there. Yeah, perfect.
And so this is her community, and it tells you about the community and what it's about. And then also the cool thing, the difference between, say, Google Plus, a community, and a Facebook group, is you have the option of creating all these categories over on the left-hand side, so that your information that you're sharing with people within the community is organized, so it can be easily found. So like Dana has it all set up here where there's a start here and a welcome. So right here she's explaining to you what her community is about and encouraging you to move around, look around, check it out, and introduce yourself to people. And then as she's sharing different information with you, she's totally dividing it up so that you can effortlessly find what it is that you want. You know, and even if you want to ask Dan a question, you can go right here to the question, and it's all in an organized fashion. So you're just seeing in this section right here the questions. Where I'm going to show you the difference if you go to a Facebook group. So now you see this Facebook group, and this is an inspirational women over 50 group, and it's a very popular group, and it has a lot of information. However, it's not categorized. So even if my friend tells me, oh yeah, I put this over here in that community in Facebook, I need to go that group. I have to go way down and try to find it and look for it and hunt it.
Right.
So being able to categorize your stuff over in here is a time saver.
Yeah.
So
and also, Debbie, yeah, just go to that where you can actually put in PDF files or Word documents. So I think in there, yeah, where I've got the tips.
7 tips, right?
Yeah, the handout, right? So you can, that document's been uploaded for you. So if you were teaching a class, like I'm teaching Law of Attraction for Women in Business right now, Business Abundance Program, they have a 30-page workbook that they can download from here. So everything is here. It's great. That's just for the tips if you want to make notes about it, or yeah, just while you're listening to them, because each one of the tips, if you want to go to one of those, Debbie, tip number 1 even.
Oh, you mean in, oh, sorry, in the category.
That's okay. Yeah, in there. Yeah.
All right, but then this is how the PDF would come up for you.
Yeah, exactly. So the first one, the first video that I've done is why you might not be attracting your ideal client. So you can watch it if you want to make any notes for yourself. You can do that as well. So everything, you know, again, look at the brand, right? Debbie, let's talk about the branding. How good this is for branding, right?
Right.
So I think people kind of get that my brand color is red.
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, all of my graphics are going to be in red. And Debbie, why don't you go to your website page for a minute as well? Because all your brand is the purple and the blues and colors like that. So the Hangout with Debbie. And Debbie's going to be updating some things as well, you know, which we're always doing, right? Our business is always a work in progress.
Right.
Yeah, so she's got a lot of her Hangout shows are there as well, which is great.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. And so then these are some of so basically you could share all the screen information with the individual that you're working with and helping, or even if you're working with a client and you're on a project and you're trying to get this exactly how you want it to look, you can effortlessly kind of share your screen, and there's no miscommunication between sometimes what happens in the written word.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
and again, that's you know, you're working with those 4 NLP communication styles, right? So if somebody needs, you know, you need to do that screen share, or you want to work on a project together, you can do that as well. Now, you said that you originally started using this with multi-level marketing. So tell me how you used it that way, Debbie.
Oh, okay. Well, what we would actually do, because all of us were on a team together, however, none of us lived in the same part of the world.
Right.
You know? So we would decide we would set it up and create an event and share the link, the event, the green room link with everybody.
Right.
And then we would get together and we would go in and all be on here together. So it was basically like we had a coffee meeting. Yeah. And exactly. We shared whatever. It wasn't always necessarily screen share training. Sometimes it was inspirational and support for the team. So we used it as having a team meeting, and it was totally virtual.
Right.
However, we all, you know, got the feeling we were together in the same room.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so that's fabulous. So let's just talk about some of the leveraging that you can do. I know, maybe I'll just actually show this graphic, Debbie. I know you've got this on your website, and we'll just take a look at that. Whoops, you can see that. Oh, that's one thing. I have to tell you about this, ladies, because I think it's mostly ladies watching. Everything that you're seeing is kind of backwards. So sometimes when we think we're on the screen, we're not, and you might see somebody going like this if you're watching Hangouts. It's just because everything is reversed. So if I'm going to touch my hair, see, I think I'm touching this side, but I'm really touching this side. So it happens. So sometimes, you know, the graphics get a little bit, you've got to learn. Oh yeah, you can make these graphics easily. They're just foam board. You do your graphic and then use the adhesive spray to make it yeah, like any of these. And so Debbie, why don't you just talk a little bit about, I know you've got a course coming up as well, but talk about this, the profile, the circles, the G+ community, the Hangouts. Talk about the leveraging, what we can do with that. So because we can do like a profile in LinkedIn. So is that kind of similar to what we're doing here? Or the about in Facebook?
Yes, your profile part is going to be very similar to like other profiles you do in other social media. It's similar to, you want to make sure you have your keywords in it, and you want to make sure you're talking to your ideal client or customer. So and you also want to share it in a story form so that they get the feeling like, okay, yes, she's talking to me or he's talking to me, and they can help me. Right. So when you set up your profile right, then people can actually find you. And then the other feature inside Google Plus is what's called Circles, which is similar to Friends on Facebook. However, there is no need to reciprocate or, you know, like get approval or say yes that you want to accept the friend request. Because really, the circles, when you set them up right, it's basically for your own communication style. So you name the circle however it is you want to communicate with that group of people that you put in the circle.
Right. Can you show us that circle, Deb?
Yeah, sure. I'll show you some of the the circles. Hold on. It might take me a second because I'm getting the glare screen from the outside and I can't get the right button.
Oh, from the ocean.
Yes, from the ocean.
80 degrees there or something, or
well,
27 or...
It's a glare from the sun, and my mouse is, I can't find it.
My. Oh, my. Yeah.
Hold on a second. Actually, it's not going where I want it to go. You might have to do that for me.
Okay.
See, sometimes technical difficulties.
Yeah. And that's the thing, too, ladies. When I first started doing the Google Hangouts and that, there were little glitches. And, you know, one time I was talking, and all of a sudden my screen was blank, and I didn't know what happened, so I just kept talking, and all of a sudden my screen came back on the screen, and you know, all these things happen. So it's you know, Debi does have a really great course that she can walk you through, and Debi doesn't profess to be the technical guru around the Hangout. She's one that's going to tell you how to leverage, how to use them, the branding, the profile, the community circles, and all of that. So I'm going to hopefully. I'm going to try and screen share here. But
actually, I have it back if you want me to take over.
Okay, yeah.
It came back, so I'll go ahead and, okay.
And the best thing is, like, if you know you're going to share something with somebody, have it ready in the behind the scenes so it's already good to go. So let's just see what Debi's got here then. She's going to take a look at some of the circles.
Actually, I didn't have it behind the scenes, but
okay.
So if you're using Chrome to get to your profile, it's just...
Oh, let's talk about that, Debi. Because let's talk about what Chrome is and what just using Mozilla or Internet Explorer, the different search engines.
Okay, well, they're actually called browsers. So it would be several different browsers. So you have, like, you know, Safari comes in the Mac, and then you also have Chrome. Google Chrome is a browser, and you have Firefox, that's a browser. So depending on what browser you're using, what features might show up. So right now I'm inside Google Chrome. So when I'm inside Google Chrome and I go to the blank area, because it's Google's product, and Google loves when you play, that's another one of the reasons you want to leverage this, is they like when you play in their sandbox.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is my Google Plus account right here. So I can effortlessly get to it, just like my email is right here.
Yeah.
So then I'm just going to go to my Google Plus. And what we're really talking about as far as the circles goes is people that I have within circles on my profile.
Right.
And right here is actually a name of a circle that I use. And so for me, because I'm wanting to speak with entrepreneurial women and I also want to learn from them, I have a circle for women entrepreneurs, and I can see everything where anything these women put in here, I will see it. I don't have to be online when they do it, just like in Facebook, maybe in your stream, it's all segregated by Facebook. You might miss something that you want to learn from somebody. Where in here, nothing is taken away from me. Where it'll be there, and I just can scroll down and learn from these individuals that I have in a circle.
Right.
And these are other people that have Google Plus training. Where you actually find your circles is you go to the home page, and you're going to do the people.
Yeah.
And then these are people that are in your circles. And then I'm just going to click on my circle.
Right.
So you can kind of see what they look like. So these little things, you can actually create them into little teeny tiny mini databases, so to speak.
Yeah. So,
and it's people and whom and how you want to communicate with these people. That's how you would leverage the circles.
Right.
You know, so that's one of the parts. And then the other part I teach in the course is exactly how to turn it into a database and how you can actually email directly to them, and how you can communicate directly to those people when you set up your circles the right way.
Right.
And you're leveraging them.
Right, and you can move these circles around, like if you decided that...
Right, yeah, you can put one over here. And the ones that show up on your home page are the first 4 that you have right up here.
Right.
So the ones that you're wanting to get the most accurate and up-to-date information from, you would put those first 4 right here.
Right.
Inside your circles and organizing them.
Yeah. And then do you have any invites for community on your happening right now for you, Debi?
Let me see. I might. Let's see.
So yeah, I know. I just got some
separate. And then another thing that we focus on is learning how to leverage your community. Okay, so I have communities here, and this is the new one I'm creating for the smart marketing right here.
Right. Yeah.
So right up here at the top, you'll see where the people that have invited you to one of their communities. And so if the community is one that resonates with you, then you can click on it, and you can find out what it's all about.
Right.
And then you can accept or decline.
Right.
And nobody knows whether you accepted or declined. It's not like there's a notification that goes,
Right.
uh-oh, she declined your community.
Yeah. And then you can notice on your screen that you've joined my community, the Law of Attraction.
Right. So then, and then here's the communities that I've actually joined.
Yeah.
So this is the one that Dana has. And then when you see this little red box down here, that number inside the box is how much activity has been taking place in that community since the last time you were individually on it.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
Right, so that kind of helps you like know like, oh, I haven't been here while they have 19 updates, like over here in this Nodex. They have 19 updates. There's a lot going on over there. I need to go check out what's happening.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes, and I just joined your community, and you can have a public or a private community. You can decide what that should be like or not. So what else can we share with people today, the coaches and trainers?
Well, there's a feature over here on it where it's a Q&A. So like you're doing a live hangout, and beforehand, if you activate the Q&A section, then your audience is able to ask you a question, and it will show up on the right side of your screen for the
Right. So I don't know about you, but Debbie's just frozen a little bit on my screen, and that happens sometimes with the internet connection or whatever. And as I said, you know, don't be concerned about it. These things do happen. But Debbie was talking about the Q&A, which you do have to set up before you actually start the broadcast. And then there's also there's a chat room up here as well. And another thing that I really like about this as well, if you had to temporarily walk away from the program or whatever, at the top of the screen they've got little icons there that you can check out. So if I had to go away for a minute or something was happening in the background with me, I could just turn my camera off like that, and what you would see is just my picture. So that just means that I've stepped away for a minute. Or if you're doing a long you know, if you're doing a long training and you just want to excuse yourself, maybe go get a coffee or go to the washroom or whatever, you just do that. And the other thing that you do is you can mute your microphone as well. So now this recording is what's called a Hangout on Air, and I've got Debi joining us today, but a lot of you that are watching, you were just sent what's called the event link. So once I'm the owner of this Google Hangout, I've set it up. I send an invitation to Debi to join the panel or come into the green room. But for the rest of you, the link that I put out on Facebook and my blog post and LinkedIn was all for you just to watch this event. So that's kind of what's going on here. And I'm just going to check back with Debi and see if she's still frozen a bit. Doesn't matter, we just kind of wing it or go ahead and carry on with it. So what other things can I tell you about it with the Hangouts? Well, the beautiful thing, really, I mean, there's many great things about how you can leverage all of this, but the beautiful thing about a Google Hangout is once this is recorded, it automatically can go up to YouTube. So for me, I like that because otherwise, when I used to do more instant teleseminar, if you've done those, like I've done training on that, which is just the audio, although you can do PowerPoint slides or whatever, but you don't have this visual, you don't have this live activity, you don't have the same energy going on. So when you do that, I always have to get my website people to upload it and make the right links. Well, with this one, once this is done, Debi and I know that we'll make it public. She's going to put it on her website. I'll put it on my website under my blog posts. And this will be available to anybody who wants to watch it. Now, you can decide that you want to make it private and you don't want anybody to watch it. So you have the ability to do that. When I do a mastermind group, like for example, I'll just say this for the visuals there, right? I've got a mastermind program coming up in January. So that will be a private community all the Hangout shows that we do. Everything will be recorded. If somebody missed it, just like I know a few of my women colleagues have told me they were going to miss this today. Well, what they've done is they've gone ahead and they've been given the information that I'll record it and they can watch it. So the beauty is this: anything you do on here, if you want it to be public, it goes right up on YouTube. So you can start doing a weekly hangout if you're somebody that likes to send out a message, like I'm in the new year, I'll probably do motivational Mondays. Just a short video. It's not necessarily going to be a half-hour show. It might just be a short clip, something to inspire. That's my thing: educate, inspire, and empower women. So I can do a short clip like that. You can do an hour training. You can do 2 hours training. You can do a whole lot of training on this. So that's, again, one of the other things that's so beautiful about it. And now, you notice that we've lost Debi, so I'm not panicking about that. I'm just waiting for Debi to come back in, because sometimes the internet connections do go down. But I think, you know, I'll just carry on. And what I'm going to kind of wrap up with here is a program that Debi's offering. Now, I've hired Debi one-on-one to coach me how to do these Hangouts. However, she does have an introductory level program is coming up. It's starting on November 12th. And this is the program that she's going to be teaching. So it's going to be all about how to do your Google profile, which is over here. Then she's going to talk about doing the Google circles, which are over here. She'll talk about the Google Plus communities, and then she'll be talking about the Hangouts, which are over there. So Debi's page, and I'm just going to screen share for a minute. I think that I've got Debi up here. Let's just see if I can go to, no, sorry. Yeah, this is Debi's page right here. So you can check out the course. She's talking about everything that she's doing. And I think that I hear Debi's coming back. So this is her course. It's coming up, let's just check out here, November 12th. So it's going to be November 12th.
And then it's
okay, wait.
Okay, you're back, Debi? I was just talking about your class. Yeah. So I was just screen sharing.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm inside now.
Oh, I see. So we're kind of doing a switcheroo. You tricked me there. So you're sort of showing like, okay. And that's the beauty of it, right? Like, you don't, if something happens, just go with it, ladies. So I was just giving them, so your website is hangoutwithdebi.com/plus training. So you've got 2 programs, right, Debi? You've got the introductory level coming up. That's November 12th, right?
Right. I have an introductory level, and then I also have an advanced level where you learn more how to do some more of the leveraging of the stuff.
Right.
Because the introductory level is to get you set out with the ground and the foundation and the how-to for Hangouts, so you can start using them. And then the advanced one is focuses on a lot more on the leveraging part of it.
Right.
All the platforms together.
Yeah. So it's best to sort of I was just telling the viewers that I did a one-on-one coaching with you because it worked better for me for my timing, because I did my Sacred Gifts program in the summertime this last year. And, you know, every time I do it, I learn something new. And, you know, I'm not a great techie person. I use computers and cell phones and all these things because they are necessary tools for smart women in business, right? And that's what I love about what you're doing, is that, you know, we didn't really tell the viewers much about our past history, but I know that I started became an entrepreneur when I was 50, and as you can see, I'm a little bit older than 50 now. You know, I've had three businesses, solopreneurs, loved it. I have my Empowered Women in Business coaching, my masterminds, my Sacred Gifts program, and Debi is still transitioning. So, like many of you women, Debi, why don't you just tell us a little bit of your story and where you're at and how this came about for you?
Well, for me, I am actually still working my job as a flight attendant, and I'm in the transition process. And by wanting to attract my ideal opportunity to create my own financial life raft to keep moving forward in life, and do something a little bit different than what I had been doing working at a company for over 30 years. I was going in one direction with this and doing a Hangout show and interviewing women that had done exactly what I was wanting to do and wanting to inspire women and encourage women to kind of take their skills and do that. And then my skills started falling into place different than I expected because people that I was interviewing started asking me to teach them how to use this platform. So then I decided to take one of my sacred gifts that I learned from taking Dana's class, which is knowledge and training, and started teaching people exactly how to do this and leverage it the right way and get started the right way.
Yeah, and it's fun. I mean, I love it. As soon as I saw Michael Lozier was the first person I saw really using the Hangouts for teaching, I went, I love this, because now I don't have to travel around, you know, the city or the country or whatever, although I still do want to travel some places. But even if I was in Paris or in southern France with my sisters who does tours to southern France, I could still be making money. I can still do a Hangout show there, right? So it's all good stuff. It doesn't matter where you are. And I know that women that I'm coaching, as I said in the beginning, they're all over the world, and I just love that. So we are fortunate that we both know our sacred gifts and we're doing what we love doing. So on that note, I'm just going to put my crown back on, and and I'm kind of being silly. Debbie, do you want to put your crown on? And then the queens will say farewell to our viewers.
Let me get mine coming up. Let's see if it's going to...
yeah. So what Debbie's doing is she's just going on the side of our screen. We've got different icons that we can do. So there you go. We're both queens. Oops, your crown came off. That crown back on. Yeah. So, you know, there we go. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Debbie Talbert, the queen of smart Google Plus marketing, and Dana Smithers, the queen of law of attraction, and soon to be doing wisdom circles with sacred gifts as well. We say goodbye. If you have any questions, just contact Debbie and I. Join our communities. We're happy to answer anything for you. So right now, I'm just going to say goodbye. Goodbye, Queen Debbie.
Goodbye, Queen Dana.
All right, and lots of fun going on. Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye.